Hi, my name is Mr. Sharp Game. I'm creator of ChooseYourRelationships.com and the author of The Chicken's Guide to Having Women Beg for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies, which can be found at Amazon.com. And this message is for black men, especially black men living in America, in the United States of America. Look, I would say if I was a 25-year-old or a 21-year-old today, I would get a passport and I would travel the fucking world. I would travel all across America. I would travel all across South America, Mexico, Brazil, Chile, Peru. I would go to places like Toronto, Canada, Vancouver. In Asia, I would go to places like Japan, Thailand, Korea. I would go to Australia, like Sydney, Perth. I'd go to Dubai, Hawaii, Philippines, Guam. I would travel the fucking world, man. Because, let's face it, guys. If you're a black male, you have no friends. No one's backing you up. No one's gonna really stand up for you unless it's your mother or something like that, or your parents. But you really don't have any friends. You really don't have any support. I mean, even a little support that you might have, if you're not a celebrity or you don't got you don't got the gift of gab, or you don't got the charm and charisma, you're gonna be very limited. You know, just like I said, unless you got the gift of gab, or you're a celebrity, or you're well known in your city, your community, you're damn near invisible. If you're a black male, if you're an average black male in America, you're damn near invisible. You might be a good guy, but women might just walk past you like you ain't shit. And it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. Because America is such a capitalistic and materialistic society, and the women are so shallow. And, you know, if you're average, you really can't compete in a lot of areas in society. So sometimes you might have to go abroad, go to other countries where you don't have to be a fucking celebrity, or you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be a baller. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be an entertainer. You can just be you. You can just be a guy that got a little hustle and ambition. A guy that's trying to build some shit, have some shit out of life. But you don't have to be in the spotlight. You don't have to be on television to be somebody. You can be you and feel good about yourself, because you have to remember, you can't, no one can beat you at being yourself. But in America, we're taught that you have to be somebody else besides yourself, which is the trick. You know, but meanwhile, you got other guys, other people in the dominant society they're doing whatever they want. They're allowed to do whatever they want. But in America, for you to do what you want, you have to be able to navigate around all the riffraff and all the bullshit. And they want you, if you want to play in their game, if you want to be a part of what they doing, the women want you to buy into it, and the people that's the owners of these companies and corporations, they want you to be a certain type of way. They want you to be a certain type of black man for them to let you in. So you can't. It's damn near impossible to be yourself whenever you work for these corporations or whenever you socialize and be around women. They want you to. They have their own perception of who you are and how you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to carry yourself. That's why it's very so hard to be you. It's hard for you to grow as a person because you haven't figured out how to be yourself and still be successful. So sometimes you have to go elsewhere. This is why you got to get your passport game up and you got to travel, because there's women in other places that will accept you for being you. You don't have to change or try to be someone else. All you have to do is be more of who you already are. And they'll accept you for who you are and where you're going. And they'll be gladly and happy to follow you. But in America, it's very difficult for you to do that if you're a black man, because if you turn on the television or if you open the newspapers or if you look at videos online, everything about you says that you ain't shit, or you ain't good enough, or you're an animal, or all kinds of bullshit. So if you're in your early 20s, I'm giving you a jump start to this, because I didn't learn this until I got in my 30s. I was about 30, about 31, 32 by the time I really caught on and got my game plan together and stepped my game up. Really, we're living in a global economy today. So there's no such thing as a local economy or a state economy or a national economy or whatever. You can do business and make money anywhere, from anywhere in the world. This is why I started learning how to do a lot of things online. Like I started learning how to write and how to design and how to create websites and how to build membership sites. And I started to learn how to create products and services online. That way I could be everywhere but nowhere all at the same time. So there's 3 to 4 things you must learn how to do well, really well. Number 1, especially if you're traveling, you have to learn how to write well. And you have to learn how to speak well. And you have to learn how to listen well. So, and you have to be a good listener probably more than anything, because you have to really pay attention to what people are saying. That way you can get a better understanding how to respond. And once you go abroad to other countries, this is gonna help you. You have to become a master listener, because this is gonna help you with women. Because see, the name of the game with women is you have to understand their perspective and where they're coming from. That way you'll be able to respond and relate to them much better. See, in America, uh, women, for the most part, don't respect you as a black man. You know, now there's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not gonna go into that. That's a story for another day. But they don't respect you at this very moment, for the most part. And the name of the game in America is if you don't have a plan, they have a plan for you, and that plan is to end up in the prison system. That's the plan they have for you. So you have to create your own plan, your own agenda, and you have to move forward. And you have see the traps has already been set for you, but it's your job to navigate and swim around the sharks without being eaten. And this is why you have the child support system. You have the divorce rates is sky high. I mean, if you marry the wrong woman in America, you could be destroyed. And so in other words, you might have had a lot of success, might live a pretty decent life, and one wrong move of getting married, of being involved with a woman, could destroy everything you worked for in 10, 20 years of progress. So the trap has already been set. It's your job just to learn how to navigate around the riffraff. And this is why I wish I knew this when I was when I was 18 and 19, because this would have saved me a lot of time. And they're using the black women to destroy us in America. And no one's gonna say this, and this is like a taboo subject. And this is something I learned when I was in the military, because the quickest way to bring a group of people down, or to bring a family down, or a nation down, is to have the people, mainly the women, turn against the guys. And they've done an excellent job at doing that. And if you don't believe it, go down to the courthouse. Go down to your local courthouse 4 days a week, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You're gonna see the court papers. You're gonna see the child support. You're gonna see the alimony. You're gonna see guys getting their 80% of their assets taken away, depending on what state they live in. You're gonna see guys in and out of jail for child support. You're gonna see women are setting guys up, getting them robbed, and sometimes having them killed. And this is what happening to a lot of black males across the country. And I'm talking about the average black males. The average 9 to 5 working black male is getting railroaded in the system, and a lot of them are going to prison based on some shit that they didn't really sign up for. And a lot of them aren't built to be in prison. There's a lot of them, to be honest, weren't even in the streets. They're not even built for that. So this is what's happening. So this is why I say it's good for you to step your passport game up and go abroad. So this video is getting a little too long. I'm going to continue with part 2. Stay tuned.